There's a storm that's brewing, it's blowing on into town. My eyes have seen the darkness, but my spirit's glory bound. Lord, my spirit's glory bound.
Hi, I'm Frank Anthony, and this is Travel Ventura. Today we're at Art City in Ventura, and we're here with Paul Lindhard. And Paul, welcome.
Well, thanks for having me on your program.
Thanks for taking the time with us today. And we just came from two of your installations in Ventura. The welcome sign over by the bridge and also Cemetery Park. And would you like to tell us a little bit about that and tell us in general what Art City is about, and then maybe about this gallery?
All right. The welcome sign was a collaborative process wherein a character named Sam Povar, who was beautifying Ventura through connecting up money and artists and identifying locations, generated about 7 really cool projects. And the Welcome to Ventura sign was one of them. The sponsor for the project was Ron Baumier, as the local attorney. And Cemetery Memorial Park was a whole different process. The city itself came to me, the engineering department designed it for the most part, chose the stones, and had me do the installation and work out the lettering, the proud lettering in Corten steel on the presentations in the southern and eastern corners. Well, Art City, the studio, which is a primary function of Art City, it's a place where you make art 24/7. It's the only rule. So anything that interrupts that rule is kind of like making you have to think of another rule. And so in doing that for some 30 plus years here, we're still holding tight around 20 artists in the yard. And the gallery that I'm in now with you is it's sort of like my temple or my chapel. This is where the finished pieces get to be without extreme chaos. The rest of the yard is 20 different artists working on things, 3 or 4 people helping do this and that, running tools. And so it's a lot more chaotic. This is a respite for people to come in and see finished work. The art show in the gallery right now is kind of a rare opportunity. Almost everything in the gallery is my work. All the wall pieces in the gallery constitutes my personal art collection. Pieces I bought from artists, I've been gifted by artists, and that I have lamentably not been able to hang in a really great way. I don't have a room like this in my life. I have it here in the gallery where we're trying to show new work. I have a half dozen brand new pieces in here, and then the work behind me is the all new work of A.B. Clausen. He's a new artist in the yard, and that is he's the cover artist of the show, Never Ending Trajectories. We opened this show in the week of COVID, and it's seeming like it's going to be never ending that we're going to be able to get in the next show, but we're working on another show. It's just every other person, artist or otherwise, is concerned about being in public or having the public be near them. When I'm sitting against the wall of some of my favorite artists' work, the piece directly behind me is from my friend Charles Fulmer. This piece is a friend, Judy Suzuki. The piece above me was a co-teacher at Santa Barbara City College some 35 years ago. And she gifted me this picture when she showed in our belt chain show, which is kind of a Celtic rite of passage for women. This painting, which is of Art City, was a plein air painting done by a fellow named Troy, who gifted me the painting after he did the painting. He says he makes them all over the place and he just doesn't have room in his own life. So, and so it goes. That's how art can be collected. It's a matter of being around it all the time. You have many opportunities. It's pretty affordable. This work around in here represents a piece I did in collaboration with a dear friend, John Shippy. He did the bass, the Swiseki scale bass, and I made this piece a few years ago. The piece in the background, both pieces in the background actually, the suspended ones, the wooden carving, and the bronze casting in the distance were done over 40 years ago. So as you can see, art is a life. It's just constantly progressing, and I've made dozens of new pieces this year.
Well, that wraps up our visit here at Art City with Paul, and it's been great, Paul. Thank you very much, and informative. You have to make sure you come down here when you're in Ventura. Meet Paul, check out this beautiful gallery and the grounds outside that you saw in the montage that I showed you. In 2014, I think you did an interview with Huell Hauser, is that correct?
That's correct.
Huell Hauser of California Gold fame visited this place in 2014. How about that? And I will put a link to that show in the description box below. If you like Travel Ventura, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Thanks again, Paul.
You're super welcome, Frank. Hope you come back soon.
We will.
There's a storm that's a-brewing, it's blowing on into town. My eyes have seen the darkness, but my spirit's glory bound. Lord, my spirit's glory bound.